Welcome back to the Cinematic Experiences channel. Let's get right into this review for Speak No Evil. This film is directed by James Watkins, and I'm not familiar with his previous work, so yeah, this film is my first look into his directing style. And I have to say, this film definitely had a lot of strong points in terms of presentation, and I thought James did a wonderful job with the story he was working with. Also to point out, this film is a remake to a 2022 Danish version, also titled Speak No Evil, which I haven't seen or knew existed until now. Alright, so let's talk about the casting first. I thought the casting choices here were excellent. Everyone played their characters well here, and I have no gripes with any of their performances. And without a doubt, James McAvoy is the highlight in this film as he absolutely crushes his role here. He nailed the antagonist role, and it's fun seeing him play these types of characters because he had me sold in so many sequences throughout this film. Mackenzie Davis also had some great moments within the family dynamic and had some perfect reactions to some of the weird stuff her character witnesses throughout the story. Also, none of the side characters felt bare bones in this story, and I thought all of them had several pivotal moments to showcase their importance and role within this narrative, so definitely huge thumbs up to that. Now, is this film worthy of your time? Yeah, I would say so. If what you saw in the trailers were enough to get you interested already, I think the story that's presented here is more than enough to keep you satisfied. Granted, it definitely wasn't perfect, and the direction the story ends up going wasn't my favorite route, especially because the narrative just completely sinks into the B-tier level of storytelling once it reaches the point of no return. I think the peak of this film for me is definitely the build-up that occurs in Acts 1 and 2. It's just built with so much potential and intrigue in how the story could unfold that just kept me engaged in wanting to witness the story until the very end. And I found the early scattered hints and visual representation of particular character actions and relationships with each other to be a wonderful buildup of anticipation and dread in knowing that things will go awry soon in this story. With the runtime being an hour and 50 minutes, I didn't have any particular gripes with the pacing of this film. I found it to be consistently engaging even when some plot holes and B-tier story elements started to surface into this narrative. Anyways, my final score for Speak No Evil is 7.5 out of 10. This was a fun, one-time watch experience for me. Great all-around performances from the cast. There's several sequences here that did get tense and had some effective psychological elements that are scattered throughout the different segments in this film. The story direction does take a turn for the worse towards the second half of this film, as it is ripe with B-tier elements that felt generic and had me feeling disappointed at times. Definitely some plot holes arise when you start thinking about the overall narrative as well, but all in all, I was still satisfied with my experience at the theaters watching this movie. Thanks for checking this review out. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. And again, I appreciate all of your support and I look forward to seeing you back here for my next movie review. So until then, peace.